What is going on, guys? This is JD from New York, and I am bringing you your TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, preview and predictions. This is the last pay-per-view the WWE will put on for the calendar year of 2012. Now, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. What does it mean to you guys? Usually it's one of the more entertaining pay-per-views that the WWE puts on in the year, and has been since the beginning of the gimmick-themed pay-per-views. I mean, who doesn't like ladders? Guys going through tables. It all makes for great action. Guys risking it all, and in the end, it ends up being a great pay-per-view. Now, the major thing going into this pay-per-view was CM Punk defending his WWE Championship against Ryback for what was going to be a third straight time on pay-per-view. That was, until it was unveiled, CM Punk needed knee surgery and will be out of action for the rest of this year, ultimately missing the entire pay-per-view altogether. Now, some people see that as a bad thing. JD doesn't. Punk needed surgery, so you might as well do it now in the midst of this meaningless feud with Ryback that has grown completely stale. I don't care what anyone says, it's completely stale. Secondly, how many times can you book a match between Ryback and Punk where the entire audience pretty much knows the outcome of the match? We all knew the outcome of the match going into Hell in the Cell. We all knew the outcome going into Survivor Series, and we all would have known what the outcome was going to be at the end of TLC. The only thing WWE had us hanging on to was how we were going to get to that outcome. Third, how many times can you have Ryback, who is being positioned right now to be the next biggest face in your company behind John Cena, lose on pay-per-view to your champion? I don't care how many times you make him look good or look strong in the end, it's not good for Ryback's character. People don't forget what happened, people don't forget how he lost, and by what means he lost. You can't have him come out on the short end of the stick 3 pay-per-views in a row. And next time he challenges for a WWE title should be the only time he is ready to finally capture it. Not because he was a plan B, because Cena was hurt or Punk was hurt. He has to be ready to finally capture that title. WWE has what will probably be the biggest WrestleMania season of all time coming up. You have The Rock returning January 7th for Monday Night Raw to begin his feud with CM Punk for the WWE title. You have what is my favorite pay-per-view ever since I was a small child, the Royal Rumble, coming up. This is crunch time for WWE. They need to deliver on everything here and to perfection. They need everyone healthy and ready to go. Punk getting surgery now to be prepared for what's to come is and was the right decision here. It's okay for him to miss one event. I think he gained enough respect for that to happen regardless of a knee surgery. With that said, I'm here to give you guys my predictions and give you a preview of this Sunday's event, which will be the last event WWE, like I said, puts on in 2012. First of all, we have what will probably be the main event of this pay-per-view. John Cena versus Dolph Ziggler, ladder match for the SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm assuming this will be the main event because it features John Cena. Okay, I just don't see The Shield versus Kane, Bryan, and Ryback closing this pay-per-view. Cena versus Ziggler has the chance to be a classic. I'm always entertained by Cena. I'm not a big fan of the guy, but he knows how to work a match and rarely ever puts on a bad one. Ziggler has been one of the best things in WWE for months now, and probably one of the brightest spots on the entire WWE roster for 2012. Everyone is expecting him to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and rightfully so. The man deserves it. The worker that he is, I can't wait to see him in action, especially in a ladder match. My prediction for this match, though, is very sketchy, as you have many outcomes that could possibly come out of this match. We can see Ziggler over John Cena and retain the briefcase, as many people would prefer him to do. And that being said, Cena has bested Ziggler for the last few weeks. It only makes sense for Ziggler to get his revenge here. Scenario 2, we could see Ziggler cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase before this match even begins, win the World Heavyweight Championship, and call it a night, only to find out that he has now have to defend that belt against John Cena in the main event. That's where we will see Cena win and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Lastly, AJ. AJ's expression on Raw after Cena appeared to be embarrassed about having her around might come into play. AJ could quite possibly screw Cena, align herself with Ziggler, and Ziggler gets the win. My opinion, I am going with the last scenario, but I will not be surprised if at all scenario 2 happens where this match becomes a World Heavyweight Championship match and Cena goes over. I'm going with the AJ screwjob, and then Cena can go on to worry about the WWE title and The Rock for WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio and Cara versus the Rhodes Scholars in a tables match. Damien Sandow is in line for a huge singles push in 2013, as he will probably be one of the biggest heels in the company by the end of next year. Cody Rhodes just came back from shoulder surgery, or shoulder injury, I should say, with a new look. We all seen the mustache on Monday Night Raw. They were in line to capture the tag team titles if Rhodes didn't get injured, and I know Triple H wants to give them a run with the titles. Vince, on the other hand, wants Sandow as a singles wrestler and would prefer them to be split up as a team. But being that they won the Fatal 4-Way on Raw, I think they will be around for a while longer. This could be a very entertaining match, and it should be. I see the Rhodes Scholars getting the victory here and becoming the #1 contenders for the titles to challenge Hell No at the Royal Rumble. It's time to break up Hell No. The team is becoming stale and has lost some of its appeal, and Bryan needs to go on his own, working his way up to a world title again. Plain and simple. Big Show versus Sheamus for the World Heavyweight Championship in a chairs match. These two gave us an entertaining match at Hell in a Cell and Survivor Series. Can they do it again? All I know is that this will be the blow-off to this feud and everything will be reset for both men within the new year. We're going to see more of the same here from the previous two matches, but if Ziggler does not cash in his Money in the Bank before his match, I see Sheamus winning here and reclaiming the World Heavyweight Championship. If Ziggler does cash in, I see him cashing in on the Big Show, so you can go two ways here as well. Being that I predict AJ to screw Cena in the main event, I'm going with Sheamus to win the World Heavyweight Championship once again. Kofi Kingston vs. Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title. This has been a feud, in my opinion, that was just thrown together. We never got a reasoning behind why Wade Barrett was going after the Intercontinental title, unless I missed it. But a lot of people said this feud, or Wade Barrett himself, can bring prestige back to the IC strap. Barrett belongs in the main event on SmackDown or Raw, period. He doesn't need the IC title, but my logic here is that WWE might want to build him up in the fans' eyes a little bit more, following some great matches with Randy Orton against a fan favorite in Kofi Kingston. Do I see WWE taking the belt off Kofi? No. I think Kofi retains here, and Wade Barrett will go on to main event in 2013, having a big impact in the Royal Rumble. RTruth versus Antonio Cesaro for the US title, a feud I really don't care about, and one that was literally thrown together last minute because they have absolutely nothing for either guy. Cesaro has beaten all competition during his reign as US champion, so realistically there is nobody else for him to feud with. That is, besides Kofi. I do see a Kofi versus Cesaro feud in the future, champion versus champion, but right now, Cesaro is really high in the eyes of WWE officials, so taking the belt off him at TSC just isn't going to happen. Cesaro will win just like he did here at the Survivor Series. Finally, Team Hell No versus Ryback. Team Hell No and Ryback versus The Shield, rather. This is the third pay-per-view in a row WWE has booked Ryback in a position like this one, meaning they are putting him in a position to lose a third straight pay-per-view. Wrestling logic needs to come into play here, okay? If WWE plans on making this angle with The Shield big going into 2013, they need to have The Shield secure a victory here, and then move on, continuing their destructive path. Ryback is so over with the crowd right now, they can afford another screwy finish. It will all tie into the Shield storyline anyway. Maybe a new member. I know there were rumors of adding another NXT talent to the stable, so we'll have to see. But as far as logic goes, WWE is debuting a new group wrestling on their first big stage at a pay-per-view. So they can't possibly lose, can they? They can't. Realistically, they can't. Otherwise, the group won't be taken seriously and won't be as big of a threat if Big Bad Ryback just takes care of them fairly easily. The Shield need to win, and WWE needs to do the right thing here if they plan on this being a big angle. Ryback can recover from another screwy finish. I know he can. He's so over with the fans right now, it's ridiculous. Nobody knows the Shield. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. The WWE universe doesn't fully know the Shield. The internet fans do. I do. You do. Seth Rollins, The Ambrose, and Roman Reigns. We all know who they are. I predict the Shield to win in screwy fashion, maybe from an outside party getting involved, or Kane and Bryan bickering over something, causing the team to lose. But I do expect the Shield to come out on top here. But those are my WWE TLC predictions, guys. I know there's a Divas Battle Royal on the YouTube pre-show, but I really couldn't care any less about that. It's some kind of Santa's little helper match, so they'll all probably be dressed in little Santa outfits for #1 contender shot at the Divas title. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I mean, whoever's going to watch that probably may be the lowest rated YouTube show, pre-show before pay-per-view ever that WWE puts on, but I won't bother going into my predictions for that. But those are the main cards on the main matches on this card, guys. Leave me your comments down below. Who do you expect to win the big matches here? Who do you see winning, Shield or Team Hell No and Ryback? Do you see John Cena walking out with the Money in the Bank briefcase? Do you see Sheamus reclaiming that World Heavyweight Championship? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoy. I will be back tomorrow with your WWE news and rumors for the week, because this coming Sunday, this weekend, is the pay-per-view. So as soon as the pay-per-view ends, I'm going to give you my full results and thoughts on that. So look forward to that, guys, this weekend. WWE news and rumors tomorrow. Pay-per-view analysis on Sunday night. So look forward to that. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not done so already. JD out, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later. Peace.